Halloween is right around the corner, and you know what that means. Competition. So today, we're going to talk about how small businesses like yours can turn a simple delivery into a totally unforgettable experience that really stands out. Let's dive in. And that really is the big question, isn't it? I mean, the Halloween market is just packed. You've got the huge stores, all your online rivals. Everyone is just shouting for attention. So how on earth do you cut through all that noise, especially when you don't have a giant marketing budget? Well, what if I told you the answer is literally the box? Yep, the very box your product shows up in. Think about it. That's the first physical thing your customer touches from your brand. And during a season like Halloween, it is your golden opportunity to make a, dare I say, killer first impression. Okay, so let's break down why this is so much more than just, sticking something in a cardboard box. We're talking about creating an experience, a whole moment that kicks off the second that package lands on their doorstep. And all these benefits, they really feed into each other. First off, great packaging totally shows off your brand's personality. Like, are you fun and spooky, or are you more mysterious and chic? It can also make your product feel so special that it justifies a higher price point. And, you know this, in the age of Instagram and TikTok, a super shareable unboxing experience, that's free marketing. It can turn a one-time customer into a massive fan. And of course, let's not forget the basics, it still has to actually protect what's inside. All right, let's get to the really fun part. The ideas. I've got some brilliant, creative packaging concepts for you. And seriously, don't worry about the cost. Whether you're on a super tight budget or you're ready to go all out, I promise there's a spooky solution in here for you. First up, let's look at a more premium option. Just imagine getting a gift, but it's inside a box shaped like a pumpkin. Right away, you know this isn't just packaging, it's a keepsake. It absolutely screams quality and care. This is perfect for those more delicate or high-end items, like ceramics, glass, or any kind of special edition product. So yeah, you have to understand the trade-offs here. The cost is definitely higher, no doubt. But that premium feel, it elevates the entire product inside. And you know what's cool? It proves that luxury and sustainability can totally go hand in hand. A lot of these are made with recycled chipboard. Plus, a box this beautiful is never getting thrown away. It gets reused, which means your brand stays in your customer's home way, way after Halloween is over. Okay, now let's do a complete 180 and swing over to the other end of the budget spectrum. If you're selling stuff like t-shirts, books, or anything that isn't super fragile, these ghost-themed craft mailers are, honestly, they're fantastic. They're fun, they're lightweight, and they are so effective. For any e-commerce brand out there, this is such a smart move. The cost? It's super low, basically the same as a plain old mailer. And because they're flat and light, you save a ton of money on shipping. On top of that, you can make a great eco-friendly choice by going with unbleached, FSC-certified craft paper. It's a total win-win-win. Okay, real talk. Who doesn't love a good surprise? This next idea is all about that. Using glow-in-the-dark ink, it's a pretty simple thing to add, but it delivers a massive wow factor. It's that little unexpected detail that just sticks in people's minds. Just picture this for a second. Your customer opens their package during the day. Later that night, they walk past the box and notice a skull's eyes are glowing. Or maybe a hidden message appears. What do you think they're going to do? They're going to freak out in a good way. They'll talk about it, they'll post about it, they might even make a video. That small investment in some specialty ink can seriously pay for itself over and over again in social media buzz. Now look, you don't always have to get super complex with your designs to make a big impact. Honestly, sometimes simple and bold is the most effective way to go. A really clean, durable mailer box with just a single striking graphic, like a bat or a simple pumpkin, can look so professional and still totally festive. This approach is absolutely perfect for brands that have more of a modern or minimalist vibe. It's also super scalable. A simple 1 or 2 color print is going to keep your costs way down, especially if you're placing larger orders. And you're still clearly communicating that you're in the Halloween spirit. It's easy, it's effective, and it works. Okay, let's shift gears for a minute and talk about something that, let's be honest, is becoming a non-negotiable for pretty much everyone: sustainability. And here's the key thing I want you to take away. Thinking green isn't just another cost, it's a marketing investment. Making eco-friendly choices isn't just good for the planet, it builds unbelievable loyalty with your customers. And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't just a hunch. The Packaging Innovations Trends Report is calling it. By 2025, sustainability will be an absolute deal breaker. Consumers are actively looking for and choosing brands that make this a priority. Getting ahead of this trend isn't just a smart idea. It's absolutely essential if you want to future-proof your business. So, the big question is, how do you actually do it? It's way simpler than you probably think. Here's a quick checklist. 1. Use materials with recycled content. 2. Look for that FSC certified label. That's your guarantee the paper comes from responsible forests. 3. Ditch the plastic. Get rid of those little plastic windows or swap them for a compostable version. 4. Opt for eco-inks like water or soy-based ones. And 5, the fun one, design packaging that's so cool people can't bear to throw it away. They'll want to reuse it. Okay, so at this point, you've got some great ideas, you're all in on sustainability, but now comes the big practical question. How do you actually get these things made without completely blowing your budget? Let's get into the nuts and bolts of production. Okay, choosing the right printing method is absolutely key. Think of it like this. Digital printing is your best friend if you're doing a small, limited edition run. The setup is super fast, you can print in full, vibrant color, and you don't have to order a million of them. But if you're planning to ship hundreds or even thousands of packages, that's when you want to look at flexographic printing. The initial setup costs more, for sure, but the price you pay for each box plummets once you get into higher volumes. And the material itself? It's pretty straightforward. Corrugated board, that's your standard strong box, is what you want for anything heavy or fragile. Craft mailers, as we talked about, are the low-cost, lightweight champ for stuff like clothes. And then you have rigid chipboard, which we saw with that pumpkin box, for when you want to create that really premium, high-end gift experience. It all comes down to matching the right material to your product, and of course, your budget. Wow, okay, we have covered a ton of ground here. We've gone from big, creative ideas all the way down to the nitty-gritty of printing methods. So let's pull it all together now into a clear, winning strategy that you can use for your business this Halloween. You know, it really does come down to the little things. Those small touches, like a fun, punny phrase on your box. That's what creates an emotional connection. It just shows that there's a real, creative person behind the brand, not some faceless corporation. And customers really, really appreciate that stuff. They remember it. It proves that it's not just a box, it's a message. So if you remember anything from this, remember this. Your box is your first impression, so make it count. Find a creative solution that actually fits your budget. Remember, it doesn't have to be expensive to be amazing. Make sustainability a real priority because your customers are watching. And finally, use those little details, a funny phrase, a QR code that links to a quick thank you video to build a real lasting relationship. At the end of the day, your packaging is like a tiny, personal billboard delivered right to your customer's front door. It's your chance to tell them a story about who you are. So the final question I want to leave you with is, this Halloween, what story will your box tell?